An American citizen got deported. They thought he was an illegal immigrant, and now he's in prison in another country. And any Republican who's trying to justify and saying this is okay, it's not. We got to do better. We're past the point of saying, hey, Kamala, you know, could have did worse. Like, we get it. Like, 7 out of 7 swing states agrees with MAGA. Like, and you're talking to a huge Donald Trump supporter, a huge Republican. But unfortunately, this nightmare that this guy's living in, if it's happened to him, it's probably happened.
This Latino is very upset. That's because he voted for Trump, thinking, as he says, that the Trump administration was going to be better for our economy. The problem is, he's a business owner. He owns a detail shop. And 100% of his clientele are Latinos. Latinos are the ones affected by this administration, whom he voted for. Classic FAFO. Because he voted Trump thinking that Trump was going to save somehow with a magic wand the economy. But his clientele is primarily Latino. How are you going to vote for Trump knowing that Trump is going to come after your whole clientele?
That's what you voted for. What do you mean? We don't read.
Goodbye, Sleepy Joe Biden, and hello, Daddy Trump. I'm finally going to be able to quit my second job because he's going to make everything affordable again. These things take time. Even though he promised us it would happen overnight and we believed it, it'll happen. Daddy Trump won't do us wrong. I just got let go from my 4th job and I can't get any more payday loans. I don't know how I'm going to afford anything anymore. I have to get rid of Mr. Peepers, my cat, because I can't afford to feed him. This wasn't supposed to happen to me. It was supposed to happen to everybody else. If we can go back and change our vote, I promise I will be a good person. I promise.
It's honestly tiring seeing Trump supporters suddenly regret their vote now that everything's falling apart. Tariffs are spiking prices. Even Republicans are feeling it. His cabinet picks are extreme. And some Latino voters who backed him are now scared of deportation. Most of his base still supports him, which makes it worse. You can't blame Democrats for being mad.
You know why all of these Senate Republicans and MAGA podcast bros are right now acting like they couldn't see any of this coming, like they're so surprised? It's because the average Republican, no matter how long they've been Republican, has an inability to see themselves as a fascist. And they have an inability to see how republicanism and traditional American conservatism aligns with fascism. It's like trying to convince your mother-in-law and your sister-in-law that your husband is a lying, cheating son of a bitch.
Seeing people regret voting for Trump is so annoying to me. I thought it was going to be kind of satisfying because it's like, I told you so. We all told you. But it's infuriating because we did tell you. We've been telling you. You had him for 4 years. You didn't realize that it was probably not a good decision. He told you exactly what he was going to do. Professionals said, hey, this isn't going to be good. This is going to negatively impact you. And y'all didn't listen. You still voted for him. We had so many celebrities, so many influencers out here saying, hey, vote for Trump, da-da-da-da. And now they're all backpedaling.
These MAGA influencers is crashing out. They on here going crazy, talking about some, oh, well, I didn't know the tariffs, yeah, fuck. And fuck. Talking about some, oh, I'm bipartisan. I don't get into politics. I ain't blah, blah, blah. You hate black women. F you too, nigga. I only fuck around with the 92% of black women and the 80% of black men. And I'm dead serious. They can take me out the creative fund. They can take away my money. I don't need that little $2,000. I can make money whatever the f I want to make money.
And we begin this hour with breaking news. Another white knuckle day is already unfolding up on Wall Street. Right now, the Dow is down about 900 points, a little bit more than 900 points. Fear of a global recession Those fears are alarming investors here in the United States and indeed around the world, even as President Trump's advisors try to downplay the growing concerns.
There's no escaping the fact that business leaders are really losing confidence, given the fact that there doesn't appear to be any reversal happening here on negotiations. President Trump telling American businesses instead to hang tough. How can businesses plan when they don't really know where all of this is going to land?
Trump telling businesses to hang tough while his own policies cause chaos is wild. Prices are going up, supply chains are shaky, and he's out here acting like companies just need to grit their teeth through it. Easy to say when you're not the one trying to keep a small business alive during economic whiplash.
Okay, y'all, help me out with something that I'm having a little bit of a hard time understanding. So, why exactly does Trump want to cut the US off from the rest of the world with these tariffs and, try to make everything here? Doesn't he realize that all of his favorite things come from somewhere else? I mean, his favorite shoes come from a sweatshop somewhere. His MAGA hats come from a factory in China. We know that. We know his orders, his direct orders, come from a palace in Moscow.
And I want to talk about what you're going to find out during the months and years ahead of the Trump presidency. First thing you're going to find out is the President of the United States does not control grocery prices. That's determined by distributors who bring food to market. And they get the food from farms. And those farms, they employ undocumented immigrants and migrant farm workers, and they pay them pretty low wages, but those hardworking people are glad to have that money to send home to provide for their families. Well, once those people all get rounded up and deported, these farms are going to have to hire white people and pay them at least a minimum wage. This is going to cost the farms a lot more money, so they're going to have to raise the price of products.
I might be smiling at you, but make no mistake, I am pissed. Donald Trump is being an absolute idiot, implementing a tariff plan that virtually every single economist has said is a sure loser. And what are the consequences? Higher prices for all of us. Real pain.
The tariff policies are hitting people right where it hurts, the grocery store. Since April, there's been a 10% tariff on most imports and 25% on stuff from Canada and Mexico. That means prices for basics like shrimp, berries, avocados, coffee, and even chocolate are going up fast.
In today's episode of FAFO, the CEO of Walmart and the CEO of Lowe's announced that ahead of the imposed tariffs that your boy is going to put on to the foreign countries, they're going to be raising their prices because they need to brace for what's going to come. And what's going to come is a recession.
I've seen that my whole life. He promised me he wouldn't do it. He said he was bringing America back. Everything. My retirement's gone.
See, right now we're experiencing the crash of our economy and the demise of MAGA being able to have any form of an excuse. Pretty soon, things are going to be so bad, there's not going to be any excuse. They'll still try to blame Biden, they'll try to blame Obama, they'll try to blame Hillary or anybody, but they have every branch of government. The whole tail-spinning nonsense, bullshit lies they like to spew up, once it starts hitting their wallets, which it already is, it's not going to go really far. And this has led to exactly where we've said it was going to lead. Off the cliff.
On another episode of MAGA Fucked Around and It's Now Finding Out, we're going to talk about all those jobs, those American jobs that he promised. He was going to take all of the American jobs back from China. That's right, he was going to move industry right back to America for Americans to have jobs. Well, I guess you should have read a little closer, because the plan actually is to move those businesses out of China to Mexico and India, where the labor's even cheaper.
Trump keeps pushing these policies as some master plan to bring back American jobs, but all it's really doing is making everything more expensive. Yeah, the idea is that it'll boost U.S. manufacturing, but so far it's just meant higher prices and fewer work opportunities for some sectors.
Today on Republicans that fucked around and found out, this is Laura Smith. She thought it was a really good idea to copy Elon Musk's salute and post it to her TikTok. People from her town really didn't like that. She was a township supervisor of Towamention Township in Pennsylvania. People took to Facebook and Reddit and sent letters calling for her resignation. She was forced to step down.
You voted for someone who's against student loan forgiveness, so take out loans. You support someone who doesn't believe in raising the minimum wage, so get a job that pays what it pays and figure it out. John looked hurt. You're being petty. This isn't how you change someone's mind. This isn't about changing your mind, I replied. It's about giving you a dose of reality. FAFO ain't just some cool hashtag you and your little friends use. It means there are consequences to your actions. Political choices have consequences. You're adults now. It's time to act like it. You fucked around with your vote. Now it's time you found out.
I'm going to have to put on my fucking double-seeing glasses because I can't even begin to see the amount of bullshit coming from you.
It's wild how some Trump supporters are only just now realizing what they signed up for, because now it's hitting them personally. Their jobs are being cut, grocery bills have doubled, and suddenly the policies don't seem so America first anymore.
Nah, how much you lost? Be honest.
8 figures. It's almost
Damn.
Yeah.
You over here like, fuck it, Kamala, come back to me. You over here singing the song like the Kanye Bianca song.
It's bad, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
It'll get better, bro.
I know.
It'll get better.
It's bad, though. It will get better.
And then the other day, I was just laughing through the whole thing, but then the other day, I was talking to one of my really good friends. He's my coworker, but I've known him since I started. And him and his girlfriend are thinking about leaving the United States because of this shit. And he said his brother was a MAGA and literally reached out to him like last week and was like, yeah, I'm so sorry. I regret my vote. Can we fix our relationship? And he was like, fuck you. Absolutely not. He was like, I told you the entire fucking time. And now look at what the fuck we're dealing with. Like, he doesn't want to raise his kids here anymore. So he's like, I'm not going to have Christianity shoved down my fucking kids' throats in the schools and shit. Like, what? No.
No, dude, literally, bro, like, I didn't even think he was going to be this bad, you know. I didn't think he was gonna just deport innocent people, dude. Like, literally, he said he was only gonna go after gang members and, you know, dangerous criminals. How did my parents get here? They crossed the border. What's a tariff? A tariff is like kind of like a tax, but like we don't pay for that. Don't worry, China's gonna pay for that, and Mexico, not me though, not me. Yes, I did see that the stock market was crashing, dude. But you have to understand, like, dude, literally, it gets worse before it gets better. I promise. Like, it gets worse before it gets better.